But now you're in Dubai. Yeah, you've been here for like a week or so.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being in Dubai? The best city on earth.
It is. It's the city of the future.
Yeah.
I have nothing but good things to say about Dubai.
Yes, Dubai, home of the world's largest things, some being useful, some being not, home of a place with absolutely zero tax, from what I've heard. However, something I've not seen ever is someone talking about just how awful the architecture is in the city of Dubai. I talked about architecture, obviously, so there's some stuff that I won't be talking about, such as the Arab slave trade and the trafficking of African migrants trying to make a better life for themselves, working on Dubai's mega projects without any financial compensation whatsoever, hardly. I also won't be talking about the fact that you can't record in a more dirty place in the city of Dubai, which the Dubai government does not want you to know about. Then finally, I won't talk about the prostitution problem that happens when a rich person gets a hold of an Instagram model and invites them out to Dubai, paying them a ridiculous amount of money. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that, a good channel to check out is Moon. He made a really good video on it. I would highly recommend watching that. I will be talking about the fact that they started out with the Burj Khalifa without having any sewage system, because that's just way too funny. Dubai is a city full of buildings that look very, very similar, almost identical architectural styles. Take the Burj Al Arab, for example. The structure is labeled as structural expressionism, aka high-tech architecture, which can also be found in the Bank of China Tower in Hong Kong, the HSBC Tower in Hong Kong as well as the Lloyd's Building in London, or even the Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto. It's supposed to be from the future or something like that. Then you have the Burj Khalifa, neo-futurism. Wow, whoop-de-doo. Then you have the Emirates Towers. They're also high-tech. What a surprise. The Princess Tower, again, high-tech. The KN Tower is modernism, but with a twist. Please stop throwing tomatoes. And then finally you have Marino 101. It's postmodern, which is an offshoot of modernism, as you guys all probably figured out if you have a frontal lobe in your brain. So there's no filler buildings by that mean. And you might be like,
well, that's a good thing if every architectural style is very different and everything's a showstopper.
But if everything's a showstopper, doesn't that mean that nothing is?
The green M&M.
So unfortunately for Dubai, it is very spread out. It is 1,507 square miles, which makes it a pretty big city. And here are some of the locations of the prominent attractions in Dubai. The Burj Khalifa, Burj Al Arab, Dubai Frame, KN Tower, and the still yet unfinished Palm Jebel Ali. Way to go, Dubai. And just to show you how absurdly spread out this is, here's an overlay of New York City over Dubai. You might be thinking, well, that's not too bad. That looks pretty accurate. But here's Manhattan over Dubai, because when you think of New York City's skyline, you're not thinking of the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, or Staten Island, are you? Another reason why it's a problem that Dubai built so far out so quickly can be demonstrated directly in the late 2000s, as Dubai had a problem with sewer trucks lining up the road creating traffic jams. And you might be wondering why this is a problem with it being so spread out. Well, if you boot up City Skylines, and if you're not a cheater like I am and just put on infinite money mode, you're going to put all your sewage and electricity stuff right in a concealed central area. That way you don't have to spend as much money doing it. Well, Dubai didn't do that, and hence they had a massive sewage problem that they had to truck out of the city, as you can see here.
Here's all the poop trucks all lined up. How much, Mark? 10,000 gallons each. The lineup starts here, goes around the corner.
That's a lot of curry, baby.
That's a lot of poop, baby.
Actually, come to think of it, Dubai might have had wanted to just build the world's largest sewage system instead of the world's biggest tower picture frame.
What we do here is go back.
Ah, yes, the section that is always being talked about all the time. You look at history, and let me tell you this, Dubai has almost zero history. Almost zero. Like, you look at the 100 tallest buildings in the city, only one of them was built after the turn of the new millennium. Last 25 years, only the Burj Al Arab was built in the last century. That's insane. You look at New York City again, like, it has 36 of the 100 tallest buildings in the city alone were built before the turn of the new millennium. That means that 36 of the 100 tallest buildings are older than 25 years. It's insane. And for being a city famed for skyscrapers, only one of them has held the title for the world's tallest building, whereas New York City, 6 of them. 6 buildings, formerly 8, rest in peace to the Twin Towers, but you can't have a city famed for skyscrapers with only one of them holding the tallest title. And now, tying in the history and the lack of variability together, you have the fact that Dubai was built to attract, rather than built due to demand. Again, looking at New York City, it had demand come up. Office space was needed for the mega corporations or small companies to have their workers there clicking on a computer, or back in the day, writing up sheets of paper on the typewriter, or even with a pencil. Whoa, Gen Z and Gen Alpha cannot imagine that. Whoa. And also Hong Kong, same thing. Communist China, the companies wanted some office space to explore the capitalistic society that Hong Kong promised due to the exchange from Great Britain to China back in 1997. So there was a high demand for office space, so they built up towers, naturally. And Dubai, it was built to attract tourists. There was almost nothing there 50 years ago. It was a small fishing village. So there was just nothing there. They popped stuff out of nowhere. So naturally, it's going to look kind of artificial, if you would say. Now, am I nitpicking a little bit and being a little bit harsh on Dubai? Yes, obviously I am. Probably just Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. I probably mispronounced that. I'm very sorry, sir. But you probably just saw Las Vegas, Nevada, and were like, yo, that's cool. What if we just made this place on steroids and just didn't allow gambling for a couple of years and then introduced it later? That's probably the thought process, just because of all the similarities to the skyline, to the thoughts and the projects that are going up. Like, they're both working on this massive dome. Las Vegas already has it. Dubai's working on it. It's lining up pretty much perfectly. Well, there you go. That's why Dubai's skyline sucks. It feels artificial, and I wish that this place didn't exist. So, if you liked the video, make sure to hit like, drop a sub if you haven't done that already, and leave a comment about how handsome you think I am. Goodbye.